Learning more about a Houston funeral home that's under investigation right now for potential financial crimes and operating without a license. Houston police raided it yesterday after getting reports from several families claiming their loved ones' identities were stolen. This is at a community funeral home in 3rd Ward on Wheeler Avenue near Live Oak Street. That's where our Orko Manna is this evening. Orko, what more are you learning there tonight?
Well, Cheryl, Texas Funeral Service Commission documents show that the license for this funeral home here behind me was revoked, so it shouldn't have even been operating. Houston police got a search warrant, and they say when they came to the property here yesterday, a service was happening inside. Now, HPD says that several families who use the funeral home reported to police that their deceased loved ones had their identities stolen, including for their credit cards and financial accounts. In addition to the financial crimes allegations, we've also learned through court records that the funeral home director was charged with forgery earlier this month. That stems from a case back in August when the funeral home director was charged with forging signatures to authorize construction on the property and to avoid eviction. We also obtained Texas Funeral Service Commission documents that show in March 2019, the funeral home had to pay $500 in penalties because of a purchase agreement for a family that was for an agreement that was not signed by the funeral director making the arrangements. Now, in terms of the current identity theft allegations, police tell us they took financial records and computers while executing the search warrant.
They seized the evidence that they thought was pertinent to the investigation. Of course, this is financial crime. Those can be very in-depth investigations. You have to do basically an accounting investigation of where the money went and, what kind of records were used. So it could take a while to investigate exactly who was responsible for the identity theft.
Police also say they found about 12 boxes of cremated remains that they're working to reunite with family. HPD says the funeral home owner was briefly detained, but then released pending further investigation. As of right now, no charges have been filed. And we've been trying to contact the funeral home owner several times over the past 24 hours. In fact, I just tried calling them a short time ago. We're still waiting to hear back. Reporting live from 3rd Ward tonight, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
Orko, an incredibly disturbing situation for these families who are already going through a tough time. I know you'll keep pushing for answers. Thank you.